Welcome to Spokane Talks, where you find news, views, and conversation that includes respect for opinions, facts, and diversity. Spokane Talks is brought to you in part by McNeice Wheeler Attorneys, River Ridge Hardware, and Rodda Paint.
Welcome to Spokane Talks.
News, views, and conversations.
We're here at Brothers Office Pizza filming an episode of The Scene.
But first up,
Hey, on She Says.
It's about the people at the end of the day.
Guest Sarah Carleton. Then
we had a devastating fire.
Brad Gisolo, District Manager of Rodda Paint.
But first,
it's like having a parent holding your hand and walking you through.
Greater Minds, an initiative of Greater Spokane Incorporated.
This is River Ridge Frame Shop called Frame It Today, where we can take your art, customize it, and get it ready to hang on the wall. Here at River Ridge Hardware, 2803 West Garland.
And welcome to Education 101. I'm your host, Erik Wolfrum. Today we're going to be talking about Greater Minds, which is a program getting adults back into school. And with me, I've got Jody Strout, who is from GSI, and she is the Education Attainment Navigator.
Yes.
And we've also got Yolanda Collins, who is in the Greater Minds program, and she is a Spokane County clerk. So working towards a degree, and we'll hear from you in a little bit. So Jody, tell us a little bit about what Greater Minds is really all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So we are an initiative of Greater Spokane Incorporated,
Mm-hmm.
and we are a collaboration of higher education, business, and community partners
Okay.
focused on helping the working adult evaluate opportunities of returning to school to complete either a 2, 4-year, or high-level certification,
Sure.
or even a master's degree if that's the case.
Okay. How many people are in the program? How many people do we have in the community that could be in the program?
Yeah, so currently we have a little over 600 individuals who've expressed interest in the program, but we have 86,000 individuals.
That's amazing.
In Spokane County with some college and no degree.
You said earlier that this program's been going for...
So yeah, we launched officially in January of 2017.
Okay.
We have 14 business partners that we work with specifically. We are also open to the public as well. So anyone, any working adult or non-working as well, who is interested in opportunities of returning to school, we can help identify.
Okay. How do I become a partner?
So to become a partner is really just contacting GSI. We have kind of a full service package that we can provide to our businesses that really help them evaluate what their current education attainment policies that they may have in place, or if they're looking to put those policies in place, we can help with that process as well. We offer an education attainment survey for their employees to really identify what that current landscape looks like for them.
Right.
What's the interest level? How can they be supporting their employees? And then we also provide lunch and learn opportunities, workshops, some marketing materials to help advertise. But most importantly, working with individuals one-on-one.
Great. Let's take a quick break, and we'll be right back.
See you tomorrow night, and thanks again for taking care of the painting.
I got this.
Bye.
Weekends are made for painting. Let the experts at Rodda Paint take care of you.
Hi. This looks amazing.
Rodda Paint, over 80 years of quality, tradition, and trust. Find it in every can.
Welcome back from the break. We're talking about Greater Minds today. And Jody, before we went on the break, you had the opportunity to kind of tell us a little bit about some of the things that you do with your partner businesses and what Greater Minds is all about. And I'm excited to hear a little bit from Yolanda, just because you're in the program right now.
I am.
Excellent. And before we talked about, before the program started here, we talked about the idea that it changes lives. And you're one that it's happening for.
It has changed my life. I also went to college, but I never got my degree in my hand because I kept failing this math class.
That math class gets you every time.
Yes, it does. And then years went by, and I still never went back to school. I didn't have time. I had 2 or 3 jobs and trying to support my family. And then one day, I saw an email that says if you'd like to go back to school and set up a meeting, and I met this wonderful lady, and it's like having a parent holding your hand and walking you through, like, this is the steps you can do to accomplish your goals. And it has. I finally passed that math class, got my degree, got into Whitworth, and I'm now in their adult evening program, working on my bachelor's for public service administration.
Wonderful. And what do you want to do with that?
What I want to do is be a probation counselor. I work at juvenile court with the Spokane County, but I would like to, instead of sitting in the courtroom ingesting everything, I want to be a part of being hands-on with helping children and their families.
And so exciting to know that this program actually helps you get into this position to be able to help that many kids. I mean, again, it saves not just your life, but so many others as well. What's the website that people can find out more information on?
And so greatermindsspokane.org.
Excellent. Or they can just contact GSI and ask for you, Jody, and make that happen. So we have a full conversation on Education 101 over on Spokane Talks Media. So catch us next time.
Next up, Sarah Carleton, Gather and Savor, will discuss the food scene.
Weekends are made for painting. Let the experts at Rodda Paint take care of you.
Hi. This looks amazing.
Rodda Paint, over 80 years of quality, tradition, and trust. Find it in every can.
Hello, welcome to She Says. I'm Stephanie Regalado with my guest Sarah Carleton. Sarah,
hi.
Hello, welcome. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
You started 3 years ago or so?
3 years in August, yes.
Gather and Savor.
Yes.
And then Gather and Brunch, which is really, both have really taken off. Can you give me just a little snapshot of how that's been? What inspired it?
Okay.
What inspired it?
Yes. So Gather and Savor came first.
Yes.
And Gather and Savor, my mission in Gather and Savor is to go visit and promote and highlight local businesses, specifically restaurants or coffee shops, anything to do with food, eating and drinking. And so, yes, that has really taken off. And then out of that, just because, it's a business of my own and that entrepreneurial journey, I really wanted to start a group for other women kind of in that space, maybe not the food space specifically, but just on that entrepreneurial journey. And so Gather and Brunch is the spin-off show, I like to joke, from that. And so that is specifically geared toward women who maybe they're at mile marker 1, maybe they're at mile marker 157, but they're somewhere on that journey of having their own business. And it's just a group to help support and encourage one another. And it's first based on a foundation of friendship and relationship. And then from that, if any, business collaborations or anything come out of that, then that's just an organic. It's not a leveraging, type situation.
And you said the Gather and Savor. We know each other, so I know a few things. But it grew out of you being a foodie.
Yes.
And frequenting a lot of these restaurants, a lot of the locally owned restaurants in particular.
Taking pictures.
And then that's one of the keys too,
yes.
is the taking photos.
Yes.
And so you decided to create an Instagram page.
I did. I decided to create an Instagram page and just see where it took me. And within, from end of August to beginning of the year, it had just really taken off and started to have, a on Instagram sense of community.
Yeah.
And that's really what it is for me. It's not, there's a lot of food people out there these days. It grows every day.
Yes.
But for me, it's about the people at the end of the day, and the people that you can meet through the platform of food.
One time you said the food is the vehicle that drives you to the people.
It takes me to the people. It reminds me of like a little clown car or something, like get in the little car and go meet all the people.
Well, it's amazing how much is fed in humans on so many different levels by gathering around food.
Yes. And I think especially in today's age when there's so much division and just across the board, that just that sense of belonging and something to relate over and have a common ground over is really important, that connection.
Yes. We're going to take a quick break hear from our sponsors. We'll be right back.
McNeice Wheeler is a boutique law firm in Spokane, handling matters in both Washington and Idaho. Areas of law include business law, wills, trusts and estates, family law, personal injury and wrongful death, and real estate matters. For your full-service legal needs, contact McNeice Wheeler, attorneys.
You're talking on the break about, again, food being the vehicle that brings people together.
Yes.
And you have created or are part of these foodie Insta-meet?
Yes,
what do you
foodie
call them?
Insta-meets, yep.
Foodie Insta-meets?
Yes.
What is that?
So the concept is that people that know each other through Instagram, Insta-meet, is that they come together and meet each other in real life.
Oh.
Yes.
Go figure.
So IRL, in real life. That's what the kids are calling it these days.
Yes.
Anyways, and so they didn't exist in Spokane, but I did see that they existed elsewhere, and I wanted to go, but I didn't want to drive to Seattle to go to one, and so I thought, golly, I know how to plan things. Yes. I know restaurants that would want to do these, and so we started that actually 2 years ago. And but what I found in those is that people they come. I mean, this is literally perfect strangers, right? Coming to have a meal together. So they come because they have the love of food in common. But then when they get to know each other, they realize they have so much else in common, and then they become friends in real life outside of Instagram, because I feel like Instagram at its ideal, it really needs to move. The connections need to not just be on the virtual platform. They need to be, like this, face-to-face conversations, looking into each other's eyes and connecting in that way. So so the foodie Insta-meets have been amazing.
Yeah, and you were saying one of your favorite quotes is from Gisolo.
Yes.
Which is perfect when you're talking about creating community and friendships.
Yes.
But that quote
quote is, friendship divides the sorrows and doubles the joys.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yes.
So much.
And I mean, it's Cicero.
Yeah.
Beat that.
Yes. How can people become involved? How can women become involved with Gather and Savor, with the group on Facebook in particular?
Okay, yes. So the Gather and Brunch gals, you can go search Gather and Brunch on Facebook, and then you just request to be a member, and then I approve it. Yes. And then, or you can shoot me a DM on Instagram. Mm-hmm. You can email info@gatherandsavor.com.
Yes.
Just, find me. If you see me out in public, you'll be like, oh, you're the Gather and Brunch lady. How do I get involved?
Absolutely.
Since it's small world Spokane, and we run into people, all the time.
It's so true. I love it. Well, thank you for hopping off of Instagram, doing an Insta-meet here on She Says.
Yes.
And thanks for all the work that you're doing for women and empowerment in our community.
Thank you for having me. This is
so
fun.
My pleasure. Thanks for tuning into She Says. We'll see you next time.
Next up on Business Talks, Brad Gisolo of Rodda Paint discussing what it takes for a successful sales team as well as leadership during trying times. Welcome to Business Talks. I'm Ryan McNeice, and we're here in the studio with Brad Gisolo, District Manager of Rodda Paint. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Ryan.
Brad, it goes without saying, for over the nearly 2.5 decades with Rodda Paint, you've had a lot of success as a salesman for a lot of reasons that we've talked about over the years. And that logically moves you into a position of district manager. You've certainly been tested this last in recent time here with the loss of the facility in the valley due to fire. Give us a little background on how you've had to redirect resources in that case.
Yeah, clearly we had a devastating fire, closed down that facility. One thing I want everybody to know is we redeployed all of our employees. Nobody lost their job. Nobody was laid off. We simply moved them to other locations, and we continue to service our customers that were loyal to that location through other locations at our North Division store and our Coeur d'Alene location.
That's a big deal because how many folks were at the Valley location?
We moved 7 people. So, it's important that they're loyal people to Rodda. We wanted to keep them employed. We did not want to lay them off. So we moved them. We need them, quite frankly, and we continue to service our customers just out of those 2 other locations.
Well, that's a testament, obviously, to the leadership on your part, corporate leadership out of Portland and Canada, because corporate is in...
Canada, Surrey, BC.
Okay. Yeah. Well, again, what a testament to redirecting those resources during a challenging time. Probably create a lot of loyalty to really see who can show up and get the job done.
Yeah, it's been really neat to see the team really gel. You know, you talk about that, it's kind of cliche sometimes, but we have come together as a team. We're a family-owned company, and I've never seen more family atmosphere. We are a family. We're not just a team. These people they have families that need to be supported, and Rodda Paint has stepped up and said, family first, and that's what we've done.
Well, I'm with you. I mean, oftentimes it is these challenging turning points that, although a company has maturity, as Rodda does over the years, and success, sometimes it is issues like this that come to fruition where managers like yourself that have been with the corporation for 25 years kind of take the bull by the horns and really move it forward in a positive direction. So despite kind of a scary, challenging time, it's exciting.
There's always a silver lining, right? It is a trying time, and quite frankly, a little bit scary at times, but it's rewarding as a leader to see the people come together and, work as a team and overcome. Well,
Brad, because of your longtime experience in this industry, right after the break, we're going to come back and talk about the fact that Brad Gisolo is going to be hosting House to Home and bringing very valuable and practical information in the housing and construction industry on a weekly basis. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Ryan McNeice, Business Talks, talking to Brad Gisolo of Rodda Paint. Thanks, Brad. I appreciate you being here. And right before the break, we were talking about the fact that you're going to take over dual role. Clyde Haase has been hosting House to Home, doing a great job with that, bringing a lot of practical information to the public. But you're going to come in as well, and we're excited about that, to do some hosting.
Yeah, I look forward to it. I look forward to bringing, my industry knowledge. Obviously, I come from the paint side of the construction world, but I've met a lot of other trades and other specialty guys out there. So I look forward to just chatting with people and learning what makes them tick and what's making the industry go.
Well, you specifically, as you indicated, have networked for 25 years as a successful salesman and now district manager at Rodda. As you indicated, you've been in the paint industry, but because of that, you've connected a lot of dots throughout the home ownership, whether it be commercial or residential. There's so many facets that come together in the different trades, and you've connected with most all of them.
Yeah, we won't just have painters on the show. We work a lot with real estate people, with general contractors, TV personalities like Mark Peterson.
Yeah, and you've had multiple experiences on projects.
Yeah, we do a lot of work with the Extreme team, so it'll be fun to bring some of those subs in, those trades that work on those projects, to get their feedback on, what is it like not only to live, work, build a business in the Spokane community, but also give back through projects like that. It'll be fun.
Well, and I think the trades, if you will, and construction, home ownership, it's the bread and butter of kind of the here in Spokane. So whether you're talking plumbing, electricians, HVAC, painting, roofing, framing, we could go on and on, you've tapped into the connectivity of many of these tradespeople. So I think what's exciting is I think that interactivity as your guests on the show and your pragmatic approach will really create practical shows that our listeners each week will be able to tap into, hey, what's the description on this? And I think this will help me with my next project or my next decision.
Yeah, ideally, we want to bring value to the viewer, the listener. And, kind of my vision is get to the point where we're getting some feedback from them and we're bringing on topics that are important to them. If they have a specific topic they want to learn or discuss or, hear more about, we're going to bring that to the table for them.
I am really excited. Please check out Brad Gisolo, House to Home at Spokane Talks Media.
We're here at Brothers Office Pizza. Welcome to the scene.
Scott. And we're here with Scott Keith from Brothers Office. Scott, it looks like you guys obviously have a good beer selection, as we can see behind you and in our glasses.
And we got a signature drink, Scott. Tell us about it.
Well, thank you, gentlemen. This is our classic Bloody Mary, little Brothers Office spin on it. We have straight vodka, Bloody Mary mix. But we'd like to top it off with our homemade sausage patty, slice of bacon. Then you get your green olives, pepperoncinis, red peppers, and artichoke hearts.
That looks like a meal all in itself, I gotta be honest.
It is a meal, and yet we're still going to order some food to go
Absolutely.
with it. What do you think? Should we order some of the wings?
I think we should.
Do it.
Hey, Scott, can we get an order of the wings?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, Jenny, 16-piece wings. Order up. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, those look so good.
Good.
Look so good.
Enjoy.
Oh, we will. Now, little known fact, these things are hot. They will scorch your mouth. You should wait at least 10 minutes.
15. At least 15.
15 minutes before you dig in.
Hot, but they're good.
Oh, so good. You know, these seem meatier than
They are.
most places.
I've always noticed that at Brother's office. These are meatier wings than normal.
They're good. Oh, so hot.
A little hot, but so good.
Steaming.
So good. You know what I think we need with these?
What?
I think we need an order of bee-boos. I think bee-boos are coming up pretty quick. You know what I really like about Brother's Office? It's that community feel. The multiple locations, but within communities.
I think they have 3 locations.
Mansfield location, Liberty Lake location, and in the valley.
Right, and that feel when you walk in, it is truly, Brother's Office. Brothers. I mean, I think that's the key piece that kind of goes along with it.
It's rare that you'd walk in and not know somebody.
That's right.
I think the bee-boos are up.
Gentlemen, bee-boos?
Bee-boos. Oh man, these look great.
Yes, sir.
Those look good. Another signature dish.
Another.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, they are.
These are great.
And they're great, and I know our kids absolutely love them. It's we walk in the door, and this is the first thing we order.
Yes, sir, they are a fan favorite.
Absolutely.
Little clouds of heaven.
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a great way to put it. I'm going to
it.
jump in and try one.
Me too.
Those are good. Those are good. I'm even going to double dip.
I just went for the whole thing.
You just go. You went whole thing.
I went for the whole thing.
I'm going to double dip.
Oh man. You know, it's like a pillow.
A bit of a pillow.
Yeah, but the garlic and the parm and the butter.
Parmesan.
I think the other piece that would be great is the meat primo.
Let's
every
do
time.
It. Let's do it, Scott.
Bee-boos, chicken wings, meat primo. You throw it in the air.
You want my sauce?
I don't. Do you? I don't know. Oh my gosh, you can. Look at that.
Meat primo, fellas.
Oh, that looks great.
Looking good, Jimmy. Thank you.
Yes. I love the sausage patty on that.
That's the original.
That is the OG.
Versus the crumble.
Yeah.
That's good.
This has got to be the way to go. Now the question is, do you fold?
I'm just going straight. I'm just going straight.
Oh my gosh. This might burn me. Look at me. I'm using a fork.
Look at you.
It's so hot.
Unreal.
That is so hot.
It's
Cheers.
So hot, so good. Cheers.
Cheers to Brothers Office.
Cheers to Brothers Office.
Cheers
again.
Cheers. If you're looking for a pizza joint with a neighborhood family feel,
Brothers Office. It's the same.
We'll catch you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
I thought we agreed we were going to walk away.
I did. I'm waiting. I'm like, I should probably go, but now I'm already said. Okay. Okay.
Spokane Talks is about you. Give us your feedback and comments at info@SpokaneTalksMedia.com. Spokane Talks is brought to you in part by McNeice Wheeler Attorneys, River Ridge Hardware, and Rodda Paint. We'll be back next week with additional news, views, and conversations. Please join us. So long for now.